Knock, 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 knock. Hi, I'm Nurse Christine. I'm going to be your nurse today. Can I get your name and date of birth, please? Oh, hi, I'm Mary Sue. I'm 4 years old. My birthday is January 3rd, 2017. Okay, great. So today what we're going to do is an assessment, which just means that the doctor wants me to check over your whole body and make sure that everything's perfect. Okay? So let me go ahead and hand hygiene. And while I'm talking to Mary Sue, I'm going to be checking her general appearance and her mood. At 4 years old, they're very talkative, so she's going to be talking a lot to me, and she's going to be talking in complete sentences. Oh my goodness. Hi, this is Karen Corona, checking everything out. Sorry. Like I said, at 4 years old, she's going to be very talkative, so she's going to answer all of my questions and speak to me in complete sentences. I'm also going to ask her if she can name colors. She should be able to name 4 different colors correctly. She should be able to stand on one foot for more than 9 seconds. And another milestone for a 4-year-old is being able to hop on one foot, ride a tricycle. So I'm going to go through all those and make sure that Mom says that she can do that. And I'm also going to ask Mary Sue. Also, I'm going to check her nutrition. So I'm going to ask, what kind of foods do you like? At 4 years old, they're going to be very picky. And they're going to probably have one color food or one food that they eat all the time. And I'm just going to encourage Mom to make sure that she continues to offer choices and reassure Mom that it's just a phase, and Mary Sue will like other foods and try new things. So just continue to offer. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to check your vitals, which just means I'm going to check your blood pressure and your heart rate and your temperature. Keeping in mind trends for a 4-year-old, so their blood pressure is going to be lower than an adult, and their temperature, respirations, and pulse are going to be much higher. So when I get a temperature of Mary Sue on 99.9, that's normal. When I check her respirations for 1 full minute and I get 20 to 34, again, that's normal for a child her age. When I check her heart rate and I get a pulse of 70 to 130, again, that's normal for her age, so not an alarm. Blood pressure, like I said, is going to be low, so it's going to be like 92 to 100 over like 50 to 60, and again, that's normal, not cause for concern. Okay, so I'm going to use a stethoscope. Do you want to feel it? Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm just going to put this in my ears, and I'm going to listen to her heart. Oh my gosh. Would you stop it? So I'm going to listen. All people enjoy Time magazine. So aortic is going to be first, and it's going to be left side midclavicular, and then pulmonic for the people, right side, second intercostal space, let me start over. Aortic, second intercostal space, right sternal border. Then pulmonic, which is the second intercostal space, left sternal border. And then we're going to go to Erb's point, which is the third intercostal space, left sternal border, tricuspid, fifth intercostal space, left sternal border, and then the mitral, which is the fifth intercostal space, midclavicular line, which is also called the point of maximal impulse, which is the lowest point that a pulse can be heard. Again, like I said, I'm going to change temperature, the heart rate, and rhythm. I'm going to count that for 30 seconds. If anything is abnormal, then I'm going to count for a full minute. Otherwise, 30 seconds is fine, and then I times by 2. Temperature, blood pressure, O2 stat. Okay, so moving on. And so the next thing that we're going to do is neuro. And I would have already assessed her level of alertness because she's talking to me, she's sitting here, she's cooperating. Extremities, when she moves in, then I can assess her gait, I can watch her walk. Her reflexes, she shouldn't have any of the newborn reflexes. such as the Ruding, the Palmer, the plantar, the Moro, the tonic neck, the Babinski, and the stepping. All those are gone. The last one to leave is the Babinski by 12 months. So if she does have any of the Ruding or Palmar grasp or the plantar on the bottom of the foot, then that would be signs of abnormal reflexes, because all of them should be disappeared at 4 years old. Let's see. For her 12 cranial nerves, we're going to do all of those. So the first is going to be olfactory. I'm going to have a vial of something that smells good, like vanilla, and I'm going to place it under her nose. I'm going to tell her to close her eyes. I'm going to place it under her nose, and I'm just going to ask her if she can tell me what the scent is. And if she can correctly identify it, then cranial nerve 1, olfactory, is intact. Cranial nerve 2 is optic. I'm going to assess that with a Snellen chart, and then the peripheral vision test. So Snellen chart, she's going to stand 20 feet away. I'm going to ask her to cover one eye and read the lowest line possible that she can read. Then I'm going to assess what score that is. Then I'm going to ask her to cover the other eye. Again, do the same thing. Read the lowest line. And then I'm going to ask her to read the lowest line possible with both eyes uncovered. If perhaps she wears glasses, then I'm going to ask her to wear her glasses during the test. The peripheral vision, also for optic nerve, cranial nerve 2, is I'm going to ask her to cover one eye, and then I'm going to cover the same eye. So if she covers the right, I'm going to cover the left. I'm going to take my fingers, and I'm going to hold them up. Just ask her how many fingers I'm holding, and then I'll do it in the upper, lower, and middle visual field, both sides. So then we'll repeat for the other eye. Cranial nerve 3 is oculomotor. I'm going to have the patient watch a pen light in all 6 cardinal fields, and I'm going to look for nystagmus. So, Mary Sue, I'm going to have you watch my pen light, and I'm going to go up. Don't move your head, just move your eyes up, and then out, and then down, and then up, and then out, and then down, and then come in toward the nose. And I'm just watching for nystagmus or shaking of the eyes. That would be indicative of oculomotor nerve damage. Number 4, the trochlear. I'm going to have the patient stare at the pen light, and I'm going to check for constriction. So she's just going to stare, and I'm going to see if the eyes constrict in. Abducens. Oh, and then also on that one, I'm going to have her look at something on the wall, and I'm going to take my pen light, shine it in this eye, and this eye should constrict, but also the other one should constrict as well. And then when I come in from the other side, again, I'm going to look at that eye, it should constrict, and this eye should constrict to the same side. Okay. Then for abducens, I'm going to check cranial nerve 6, which is the perla, which is the pupils are round, reactive to light, equal, what was the other one? Pupils are equal, round, reactive to light, and accommodate. Okay, so I checked all of those when I did all this. And then we go with cranial nerve 5, trigeminal. So I'm going to ask Mary Sue to bite down, and I'm going to feel her masseter muscles and make sure that when she clenches her teeth, the masseter muscle tightens up. Cranial nerve 7 is the facial. I'm going to ask Mary Sue, can you smile for me? Can you frown? Will you stick out your tongue? And if she can do all those, then cranial nerve 7 is intact. And puff out your cheeks like this. She can do that, then it's fine. Cranial nerve 8, vestibulo cochlear. I'm going to occlude one ear, and I'm going to whisper something in at the other ear, and she has to repeat the words back to me like cat dog. And then we're going to repeat. On the other side, I'm going to occlude that ear, whisper words like monkey banana, and see if she can just tell me the words back. Cranial nerve 9, glossopharyngeal. I'm going to make sure that the uvula moves up when she says ah, so I'm going to have my pen light in here, and I'm going to say with my, not my pen light, but I'm going to have a, the gag reflex stick, and I'm going to have that in there, and I'm going to say ah, and then she's going to, ah, and I'm going to make sure that the uvula moves up when she says that, and then I'm just going to push the stick backwards just a little bit and make sure that she gags. That would show me that glossopharyngeal cranial nerve 9 is intact. So 10, vagus, she's able to talk to me, she's able to swallow, no problem, that's intact. accessory, cranial nerve 11. I'm going to ask her to move her head side to side, no problem, and then up and down, no problem. And then I'm going to ask her against resistance. She can do all that. And then the last one, cranial nerve 12, hypoglossal. We already did that when she stuck her tongue out and moved it side to side. She could do that. That was intact. Okay. That's the end because I can only do 15 minutes at a time. So let me pause here.